Welcome again to Bible for Self-Starters. We're in Book 1, the Era of the Law, and we are in Chapter 5, looking at the characters Joseph and Judah. Joseph and Judah were brothers. Joseph was the fourth oldest of 12, and Judah was the fourth oldest of 12, and Joseph was the second to youngest. Now, Joseph was a very direct young man, and he spoke his mind, and it brought him a lot of ill will from some of his brothers who kidnapped him and sold him into slavery. His brother Judah tried to save him, and this interaction between Joseph and Judah, we get a story of Judah, a strand of Judah's story intermixed in with Joseph's story, and so they kind of are dancing together. Joseph is very much like a Daniel character that we'll meet later in the Bible, and as a slave in Egypt, he rises through the ranks to become second only to Pharaoh. And then we go back to where Judah is. He's the fourth child. He knows there's nothing for him. He's in the middle. He's not favored as the youngest. He's not favored as an oldest. He's just in the middle. And so he kind of leaves his family and wanders off alone, and his heart is wandering as well. He's not being careful. And through a situation that develops, he fathers a child with his daughter-in-law, not by his own intention. But God is able to take that situation, and we find later in Matthew's Gospel in the New Covenant that this is part of the genealogy of Jesus. And so this story we're in Genesis is God's wake-up call to his servant Judah through his servant Joseph. And so he's preparing this fourth child to inherit the blessing and be the oldest child and to be in the line of kings. The line of kings is going to come from Judah and eventually come to the King of Kings, Jesus the Messiah. And so enjoy these adventures with this dance that these brothers do, Joseph and Judah.